Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be drawing for my 5K DTIYs in both Discord and Instagram. I am really grateful. So thank you all so much for supporting. To celebrate, I'm going to be hosting a DTIYs. So as always, editing Veda is going to be taking over the chatting while the filming Veda is going to be doing the drawing. So it is a draw and chat with me.
Hi guys! Before the chatting starts, I would like to announce that I will be hosting a giveaway with XP Pen. Woo! We will be giving away one brand new Deco Mini 7W, which is the tablet I reviewed in my last video, so be sure to check the video out to know more about the tablet first. The main giveaway will be hosted on my Instagram page, and I'll leave a link in the pinned comment and the description. There are 5 simple rules to enter the giveaway. Number 1, follow both sakuraopal and XP Pen on Instagram. Number 2, subscribe to my channel and XP Pen's YouTube channel. Number 3, go on the Instagram and like the post. Number 4, briefly introduce yourself as an artist in the comments. And number 5, tag 2 friends who may be interested in the giveaway as well. Keep in mind that unfortunately the shipment is not available to Africa, South Asia, Middle East, and Latin America. I'll be selecting a winner on February 1st, 2021 at 10 p.m. Hong Kong time. Good luck, and I hope this tablet can help one lucky artist on their art journey. Welcome to chatting session with Veda while I draw and not realize that my bangs or my head take up half the shot. I'm really sorry about that. I'll film at a better angle next time. It's all about the learning process, right? Anyways, thank you to everyone who submitted prompts or questions to talk about. There were actually a lot of prompts or question asked, so unfortunately I can't get through all of them, but don't worry because I'll be answering more of them in my next Draw With Me, whenever that is. The first question is, how was your New Year's and how was your school after the New Year's? Oh, so on the New Year's, I have a tradition of drinking lemon tea, and so I can drink the same drink in 2020 and 2021. It's a fun habit that my sister and I made up when we were really little. There weren't any fireworks this year, but there were these flying light drones, and I personally enjoyed them more than the fireworks just because they don't pollute the air and it's less hazardous and less loud. And I also think it's actually kind of cool. So yeah, anyways, on the New Year's Day, I also wasn't in the best mood, so to make myself feel a little better, I put on my headphones, listened to music while I started to journal. I think that during that time is when I realized that I accomplished way more than I expected back in 2020, which in turn made me very excited for the New Year's, just thinking about how much growth I'll make in 2021 as well. I actually reflected on 2020 in my last Paint With Me, so maybe you should watch that if you're interested. As for how was school after the New Year's, this relates to my next prompt, which is the struggle of being a young artist, school, assignments, projects, tests, and exams. As most of you may know, I'm currently in my junior year, especially since my courses are very test heavy, with an average of around 2 tests per week. I have to spend majority of my time studying and doing assignments, so I don't really draw as much as I hope. One thing that I'm really grateful for is that I was able to draw a lot in the past years when I was young, so I improved a lot because of that and also became way quicker at drawing. For example, I remember when I was around 12 or 13, I would spend 2 to 5 days on one drawing, but now I can basically finish in around 8 hours to a day. The main struggle for me is having enough time in the day to do everything that I would like to accomplish. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's safe to assume that I'm quite a perfectionist and I strive to do the best in everything, which also applies to school and grades. I think my mind is also engraved with the idea that there's a positive correlation between amount of time studying and grades. So sometimes I think I study to the point where it's kind of necessary since I already know the concepts and I could have been using that time to do other things instead. It's a work in progress for me finding the balance between art and school. And on the topic of balancing things, the next prompt is, how do you manage your time when it comes to school, piano, dancing, and art? I spend my weekdays focusing on school with maybe 1 hour of free time at night, but that's kind of rare, which is usually spent on drawing, or I'm texting my friends, or just doing whatever to chill when you're a teenager, right? And then while on the weekends, I tend to focus on art or making YouTube videos more. As for piano, not gonna lie, it isn't very high on my priority list just because I treat it just as one of my hobbies to distress and something I do for fun. I'm really grateful too that I finished grade 8 piano, or doing classes, at a really early age. I think I was around 10 when I quit piano, and when I graduated? No, when I finished grade 8. So I don't have to worry about ABRSM anymore. And from then, I mostly just play piano for fun, making my own arrangements and, I don't know, anime songs, or making my own songs. I do that sometimes too. As for dancing, I'm currently going to class once or twice every week. Not only is dance just really fun for me, I think it's also a way to stay active and exercise, especially after long hours of doing passive activities such as studying and drawing. I don't go to dance class as much as I hope to, just because all the dance studios are actually closed and I go to private classes only, and they're more expensive. And yeah, at least I get to dance at home with my 17 covers. So if you want specific advice on how to manage time, the main thing for me is having a general idea of what you want to do in a day and prioritize what is needed. Then you can estimate how much time will be needed for these activities, and then find time slots to allocate them throughout the day. Also, being really concentrated in one thing is way better than multitasking. That's why prioritizing what is really needed and maybe things you don't actually really need to do helps a lot. Good luck, and I hope that helps. Also, spend less time scrolling through Instagram or YouTube because that really helps. I learned from personal experience. I remember at the peak when I fell into the diamond life and I really just wanted to watch 17 content every day, I forced myself to delete YouTube because it just got that bad. The next person suggested, how about your school life and how you corroborate with pressure and stuff? The thing is, as I mentioned earlier, I don't have enough time to even think about being stressed. There are only so many hours in a week, right? I can't speak, apparently. There are only so many hours in a week, right? And I'd rather spend my time studying, drawing, or doing something more productive than cry about how much I have to memorize for a certain test. Also, this is just an observation I've made in the past few months, but majority of the peers I talk to, I think, focus way too much on grades, and that their definition of life gets blurred and obscured, and they think grades are the solution to everything. Obviously, I know grades may be very crucial to some, especially if you're trying to pursue a path in medicine or law, but life shouldn't just be only about grades, and I'm trying to tell this to myself too. Think about it this way. Grades may help you achieve a quote successful future, whatever that means, but will there even be a future if you neglect your mental and physical health? Yeah, that's what you should think about. I think I've already said this quote in a past video of mine, but I will say it again just because I think it's a very important subject to touch upon. Another thing I like to do to take care of my mental health and not be as stressed and pressured is to have a bit of me time. It doesn't have to be long, but even meditating for 5 minutes or drinking a warm cup of matcha latte while listening to 17, because I can't stop talking about them apparently, can just make things better. And also breathing. You're probably like, I already breathe. Why else am I living right now? But truly breathing in and out helps because it stimulates the vagus nerve. We learned this in psychology, and you shall listen to me. Okay, the next question is, I want to know about your syllabus in Hong Kong and how you learn art in school. I want to know how you're so fluent in English and even all your friends. Have you migrated to US or UK once? So my current syllabus is IB, which is also done internationally. IB consists of 6 subjects, 3 higher levels, 3 standard levels, an extended essay, theory of knowledge, which is basically philosophy but not really, and community service. I personally chose more art-related subjects rather than STEM, and the visual arts course at school I would say is much more writing and theme concept based than technical art skill. So I really believe that most of the art techniques I learned is mostly self-taught or by asking artists to critique my art. To answer your last question, I have lived in Hong Kong my entire life because 我係香港人，大家好. So no, I have migrated. By the way, I translated that says I'm a Hong Kong person. Yeah. However, the reason why I'm fluent in English is because certain schools in Hong Kong communicate and teach classes in English, and since I'm exposed to the English language so often that I naturally became fluent at it. But trust me, I used to have the thickest Cantonese accent. I'm not racist, guy, I actually taught like this before transferring to the school. And fun fact, I used to have to memorize vocabulary every day and took a lot of English writing classes because my English was just that bad and I couldn't get into the school I was in now, so I had to try again and finally got into the school. And I'm pretty sure all schools teach Chinese and English in Hong Kong since we used to be a British colony. I'm not saying everyone in Hong Kong is fluent in English though. Next topic. Someone suggested I talk about things on my mind and things I currently enjoy doing. Believe it or not, the main thing I love doing the most is YouTube, just because there are a lot of reasons why I like doing YouTube. I think the main thing is reading everyone's really sweet and positive comments and knowing that I've inspired younger artists or provided help to these people just fills me with a sense of warmth. Another thing is I think you guys that have followed me for a while know this, not saying you were here since my 2015 cringy MLP days. If you are, then wow, I'm actually shocked you stayed here for 5 years, but 6 years now. But even from last April to now, I've grown a lot as a person and became more confident because of YouTube. If you told the April me that I make these types of videos right now, I think she would be shocked. For example, I've always wanted to film dance covers, but I never had the courage to because I thought people would judge me or I'm not good enough or something. And the fact that I did one of those and I received a lot of positive comments is something that I can be really proud of. And people, especially my family who know me in real life, associate me with the words quiet or shy because I never really get the opportunities to express my own voice. So YouTube here really allows me to finally express myself, and I truly think that I'm more myself when I'm sakuraopal. And I think my family now finally understand me a little bit more because it's really hard to tell them stuff directly sometimes, and I'm really happy that they're proud of what I'm doing. Someone also suggested to talk about my Discord server, and there are 10 reactions on this message, so we shall do that. I remember on April 26th, which is the birth of my server, and my first person ever joined, which is Donu. Shout out to you, Donu, because you're probably watching this video. I didn't know how to moderate. I didn't even have any moderators. I didn't have an introductions channel. I didn't have any bots on my server. I just didn't know how to Discord. And to be honest with you, I never, ever expected my server to reach more than 1,000 people. And the fact that we're at 5,000 people right now, and we actually have more than 5,000 people right now, I still can't wrap my head around it. Of course, being the server owner, I witness a large range of things, some good, some bad, but it makes me really happy when I scroll through the channels, especially the share art channels, seeing everyone so supportive of each other's art, or when someone's message is, "I'm so glad I joined the server," just makes me really happy knowing that I'm the reason why some people are friends with each other. And I myself have also met a lot of amazing friends on that server as well. Shout out to my moderator and staff team. Thank you guys for working so hard to maintain a comfy environment for everyone. And to those who don't know, I actually scroll through the channels pretty frequently, although I don't text as much, so you better be following the rules or I'm gonna go after you. The final prompt is talk about new things that you wanted to do lately. So, oh, mom, my mom watches my YouTube videos, but I really want an electric piano, and I also really want a guitar so I can make music and possibly like sing with it. So, mom, please buy me one. This is like an indirect request to her through the YouTube video because she watches my YouTube videos sometimes, and it's kind of embarrassing because I can hear her playing my videos at like 1 a.m. at night when I'm trying to sleep. But life do be like that sometimes. But anyways, I am done with the drawing now, and thank you all so much for watching this draw with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to join my giveaway and also join my DTIYs, and see you all in next week's video. Bye bye.